You know, I spent a lot of time trying to find a perfect PvP ship. With the Orthrus, I believe I did find one. Now I have 613 Killmarks at the moment. After I reach the maximum Killmark count, I will be switching to another PvP ship that will also get the maximum possible Killmark count. That's something that I like to do. It's fun. Alright, well, let's jump on the targets. Now, what do we have here? A rattlesnake. Alright, let's go and tackle the snake. Now, I have 3 points, which means 6 disruption strength. So, that means in practical use, 2 warp core optimizers can render that useless. So there is the snake, almost perfect warping. Let's approach. They have a target painter. They are using large modified drones. That's weird. I at least expected faction drones on a rattlesnake. Okay, they are not warping away. That's good. Pointed. Will orbit at 38. Found a solution for my orbit problems, so you are not going to see me jumping out of orbit that often now. Okay, we have a couple more in local that need to be scanned down. This rattlesnake seems to be very weird. I'm going through its shield without a problem. Most likely built for long range. Okay, rattlesnake. Rattlesnake warped out. Alright. Now, this rattlesnake has a lot of stabs, so I decided to play a little game with it and lay a trap for the snake. The snake did fly right in the trap. Now the snake has 12 points on it. Let's see if they can warp away now. They are also... Okay, they did lock me on, I believe. Yeah, they're not warping away, so they are now pointed. They are not going anywhere. We are working our way through the shield of the rattlesnake. Still seems to be taking almost full damage. Gurista pirate ships have bonus on shield resistance, so that's why I'm not doing 6 or 7,000 damage per hit. And is this the new nanocore? I don't know. I did not see a lot of the Deathwish nanocores around. That rattlesnake might be using one. That would explain the 1,000 points, the 1,000 stabs that it has. Alright, the rattlesnake is trying to... Wait, they're not shooting at the Abaddon, they're shooting at the NPC pirate over there. They might be trying to finish the mission and warp out. That's what's happening here. Or they panicked and they focused on the wrong ship. Both are actually a possibility. They lost their shield. Now the snake is in armor. Yeah, they don't have enough warp core optimizers to run away now. The trap was successful. And for... yeah, that snake is having a very bad day. They thought that was the last wave. Well, in reality, one more wave left. And now they also will have another scrambler on them from the NPC pirates. So they are definitely not going anywhere now. And they are in low hull and they were destroyed. That was a beautiful, beautiful, fat and nice kill right there. Alright, well, let's check out what's inside of the wreck. Might be a... oh, nice. Did I see natural warp core optimizer? Oh, okay. That rattlesnake had 1,000 stabs. I did feel that. Did feel it happening. So
Warp drive active.
it was actually a good idea. Alright, well, let's go towards the next target. We have a raven on the scanner here that I'm warping to at the moment. They are pointed. Orbit at 35 kilometers should be enough. The Raven has been pointed. Now they are shooting back. Alright, now we're playing. I love when Ravens shoot back. Ravens became one of my favorite targets. And of course, basically all battleships are pretty good targets for Orthrus. I have two target painters on me, and they are using rapid missiles that seem to be hitting my ship every time. That means they have way above 50-kilometer range. I also have way above 40-kilometer range, but I'm doing more damage, while those rapid missiles are barely scratching my shield. Although that's to be expected, because this ship is quite fast. I can tank this all day long. Local seems to be still not dangerous, that's good. Although I have to admit, I expect someone to pop in, because, well, it happens. The Raven slowly losing its shields. They have, I would say, one or two large shield boosters. Not sure if they have capacitor batteries, but I'm pretty sure they also have a web and a scrambler, so I really have to maintain this range to avoid the scrambler or web, or they also might have a neutralizer. My shield in pretty good shape. The Raven's shield is, well, is getting pretty low. Almost reaching armor. Okay, my capacitor battery is on recharge, or should I say it's on cooldown. By the time I need to use my shield booster, the capacitor battery should be up and running, although my capacitor is in pretty good shape. Now it's quite interesting. I'm trying to figure out what's the build on the Raven, and they might have one or two ballistic controls and one missile guidance system, or multiple of these modules, because in most cases Raven doesn't do this much damage to me. So they really and most likely have one or two of these modules. But they are now in armor, and my capacitor battery is now up and running. My shield will be fully charged in a couple of moments. The Raven now in armor, the tank has been broken, and they are going down quickly. Nice, alright. That was a pretty good kill. That was a pretty good Raven as well. I will go and pick up the loot. Alright, well, yeah, that was one very interesting build and quite effective. But I feel like the Raven needed just a little bit more resistance in this case. If it had rigs for shield resistance, it would have been a very interesting fight indeed. Well then, let's go towards our next target. We have another Raven. Now this I landed a little bit far away, so I'm not gonna tackle immediately. Want to go within range and then tackle, which I did. Okay, orbiting at 36 kilometers. This Raven seems to be taking a little bit more damage than the previous one. Yep, it's taking a little bit more damage, so I would expect a little bit more DPS out of this one. I have quad warp disruptor. You might be wondering why. Well, a lot of warp core optimizers did ruin a lot of kills, so I did find another very interesting solution to that problem. And so far it works. Now the tactic will be a secret for a while, because I want to have some fun before it starts to leak out. But the tactic that I currently use works very well. That's how I caught the second Raven. Now this Raven doesn't seem to be interested in my Orthrus, so I'm just going to keep launching missile after missile. They are in almost low shield. Once the shield is down, the Raven will start to go down rapidly, like any other cavalry ship that's in the game. Alright, I believe this Raven has a afterburner. They don't have a mic warp drive because currently they are scrambled by one of these NPC pirates. Alright, well, now they are in armor. They will take a lot more damage. The next ship that I will fly will be a lot faster than this cruiser. It's also going to be a cruiser, but it will be a little bit faster and without the long range points. But it also does come with other very interesting traits that I'll be showing you when the time for that arrives. The Raven is now in a low armor. It's trying to boost its shield, but it's not working for them that good. Couple more missiles and the Raven should be destroyed. Very interesting that they did not find any interest in shooting my Orthrus. That was weird. Maybe they tried to warp out, but that did not work because of 4 points. Okay, they are now in low hull. 1 or 2 more hits. Well, 1 more hit, I guess. That was nice. Okay, let's check out the wreck. That was a nice kill. Nice, we have some C-types and some wrecks. Well, pretty good. Pretty good. Alright, well, let's take range and wait out the timer. Speaking about the timer, warping towards the next target with the criminal timer. Kinda risky if they are around the gate or station. Can happen that you warp in a trap that way. Alright, we have a Brutix. I landed a little bit far away. That's not good. They can easily warp out if they like, but not anymore. They have been pointed. We'll maintain 38 kilometer orbit. I'm doing some pretty good damage on the Brutix. They are locking me on. They are now in hull. They're using close range blasters. I'm orbiting at 40 kilometers. I'm safe from any incoming damage. Our close range Brutix is very scary. They can have terrifying DPS, but at this range I am safe. One more hit and they should go down. They are left at just a little bit of hull left. And nice. Alright, let's pick up the wreck. That was actually a pretty good Brutix kill. Almost 1 billion. Which does go in the upper end of how much these ships can cost. It also had a nano core, which is pretty good. Alright, let's go towards the next target. We have a Cinnabal, I believe. Yeah, it's a Cinnabal. I did pick up my Ashumu because the Ashumu is the perfect ship to go and hunt other faction cruisers. And of course haven't used the Ashumu in a while, so let's see what will happen. Okay, Music Thief, interesting. They are running a mission in this system. There's the Cinnabal, 20 kilometers away. Okay, pointed, web, Nosferatu doing its thing. They also are returning fire, that's good. That means they want to play. I have to maintain my range. I'm using beam lasers on this Ashumu. Cinnabal shield going down. Of course they have warp core optimizers. Probably like 60 or something, I don't know. Well, I'll just stick around in this mission for a bit. They might decide to come back, and they did. This time they decided to open fire first. Well then, let's approach. Now, the Cinnabal will try to use the slingshot. I know that. They are already attempting to do that, so I will do something, and I'm not gonna approach at the optimal range just now. I will wait for them to fly within my web range, and then I will approach, and they are just doing what I had in mind. They have been webbed. Now I am going to maintain the distance and keep on melting the shields on the Cinnabal. They're not doing a lot of damage on my shield at this range. The optimal range is 2 kilometers. We fell off at 18. I'm at 24, so I'm safe from the autocannons from the Cinnabal. And I know they feel safe because they have warp core optimizers. They can warp away at any time. And of course they warp away, just like I've guessed. And that's why I prefer to use my ships with 3 or 4 points, because if I had my Orthrus, that Cinnabal would have been pointed down and they would not be able to run away. But I did fly the Ashumu because that ship is scary, and as you can see it still works incredibly well. Next target we have a Drake that came through the gate over here. They are pointed. I will maintain the distance. Alright, now I believe they are using couple adapters because my damage did drop down. That's a shield field module. Interesting choice of build on the Drake. They are burning to the gate, but they are webbed down by the daredevil. So that means they are not going anywhere. They are using medium missiles, not rapids. That's why they have range. Alright, nice. That was a nice kill. Now let's go and take a look at the wreck. Oh, it did have a mission, okay. That was at least 100 million from that one Drake. We have another Drake. This time I'm flying the Ashumu. They have been webbed, pointed, Nosferatu doing its thing. But I believe they did burn to the gate and they can jump at any time, and they did jump through. Well then, I guess the Ashumu still has the title of one of the scariest ships in the game. No one wants to fight an Ashumu. That's a fact.
Autopilot disabled.
Okay then, let's go towards the next target. We are in this little system that's a little bit far away from our home. And there are 2 targets inside of the scout anomaly. Well, by the time I arrive it will be 1 target, because one of the targets died fighting. Now let me jump through. Hopefully I am not too late to the party.
Warp drive active.
I'm jumping in the first room, or level 2. Seems to be empty. There is 1 wreck there. I'm going to the second room, or level 3.
Warp drive active.
There's the target, Dominic's. The second target was a Ferox, was destroyed. And Dominic's taking heavy damage from all of our ships. Added 3 more points. I landed a little bit too close, I'll admit that, I was very close. Thankfully the Dominic's was already busy shooting at other ships. Had enough time to take range. There is 3 more in local from the same corporation. They might come and help them out. 1 signature scanner. Dominic's going down. Alright, well, that was nice. That was a nice kill. Seems like there is no one coming in after all. That 1 signature was a friendly that's also on the way. Alright, well, that was a very interesting run. As usual, did have some very good fights and also some pretty good kills. Well, with that being said, hope that you enjoyed. Stay safe, fly safe, and I'll see you next time.